This content may be unsuitable for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Lanier and Sons podcast.
Welcome to another Lanier and Sons podcast brought to you by Lanier and Sons. Lanier and Sons since 2017.
Catch the fever!
I'm triggered.
I'm dead.
Y'all know I'm triggered.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Y'all know I'm triggered.
You're always triggered.
You know I'm triggered. Guys,
You're always
Forza 7.
Mm-hmm.
Forza Motor Sport 7.
Mm-hmm.
Got loot boxes.
loot boxes.
I didn't know cars could come out of the box.
Dude, you can get paint jobs out of a box.
I didn't know you could. I didn't know you could literally get a car out of a box.
Oh, yeah.
Not accurate.
Dude, 18 wheelers can deliver a car in a box.
Game of Thrones is more realistic than Forza 7. Game of Thrones has to be based on a true story compared to what I'm seeing right now from the gaming industry. It's ridiculous.
So can I ask you a question real quick?
Mm-hmm.
So what do they send in your loot box? Do they put like a shift knob in there?
Give you an alternator in the box.
Yeah. Like, we're upgrading. You can charge your battery like a 7 gun right here with this alternator.
No, you in the loot boxes they're giving you cars. You know cars that you use to win, use to collect credits to buy and stuff like a normal car purchase. No, you gotta gamble now and get the car out of the freaking box.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Here's what's
you
even.
can't use old-fashioned skill to get your way there, you know?
Mm-mm.
Get the old 3000 GT with the 20-inch rims.
Pay to earn, pay to win. Pay to earn, pay to win, as Jim Sterling said in his video.
That's pretty much pay to play. I think that's pay to play. That's I don't know, dude. That's too far. That's pay to play.
How am I supposed to drive on the road if my car's in the box?
Yeah.
Somebody tell me.
Well,
I think you got to pull it out of the box first. Kind of like that's why I order stuff on Amazon so often, because they're pretty much like loot boxes, except for I know what I'm getting.
Which makes it even worse. Because I don't know what I'm getting. It takes me 2 days to get my box, I don't know what I'm getting.
Yeah, you could get a paint job or like a decal that you don't like. It could say Trump 2016, and you'll just delete the game.
oh.
Tori, what's on Forza right now? What's going on, Tori? What's happening?
I don't know. I think I could try to play devil's advocate on this, but I don't want to. So I don't think Forza needs microtransactions and stuff like loot boxes.
It's muted, so if you need to say something, just tell me. Or just point.
I think they're just trying to milk some more money out of the game, which I mean,
I know.
Hey, it's me. I think.
My bad. Sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. I think they're just trying to milk some more money out of the game, which I mean, game development costs can get pretty expensive, so developers have to try to find ways to make up the difference. What with the price of games not going up, but it just kind of seems like they're doing it in sort of a bad way with Forza. I don't want to have to open up loot boxes to get like mods for the game or new parts or new cars or anything like that. Like, I just want to get the game, and I want to play the game, and I want to unlock new cars while I play the game.
Amen. But Tori, it gets worse. The loot boxes on Forza are giving you items for the driver.
Oh,
The driver
yeah.
Like a mustache or something?
like a helmet. You can dress as a clown.
That's stupid.
Or you're driving a Ford Mustang.
You can get a cop mustache. That's ridiculous. It's not even anything useful, or
No.
you can get backfires or something. Your car will backfire every once in a while. You can get that in a loot crate. What happened to the good old like in-game money where you race, you win $30,000, you take $30,000 and you buy some hubcaps, and then you're broke again, and you race again.
Well, apparently it's still there. But, given what's going on, that may even be on the chopping block. I mean, you used to change the color of your car or put different, liveries on it. I forgot how to say. You could put, different types of, graphics on your car and stuff like that. And, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. That may even be on the chopping block.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Sil, what you got on this, Sil?
I personally, on the specifically Forza front, I'm not super into racing games personally, but all of this nonsense that I'm hearing about and seeing in these articles, I don't plan on it now. I'm pretty disenchanted with the whole, like, who gives a shit about the driver?
You can dress him up as a clown, dude.
I mean, I guess, but like,
you don't really see the driver much.
I mean, can you get out of your car and like fight somebody or something like hockey?
That would be a no.
In a Forza game?
Yeah, dude, you can come out with a clown with a big with one of those big hammers and chase people down in the crowd.
you're a road rage mechanic.
That would be something. I'd be pretty impressed with something like that, but no, nothing like that in Forza.
You drive on a track. The most you see of your character is probably the cut. I think it looks like it's the cutscene before. I played the demo. The cutscene beforehand, before you start driving, and your character's hands on the damn wheel.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it, man. That's
clown shoes.
And apparently, more news on that is that there was a VIP. I guess there's been microtransactions in Forza for the last couple of iterations, but this time they decided that they were going to go and nerf their VIP program. If you were a VIP, you would get like double the credits in previous games, but now they have limited the use of the VIP program basically to entice people to purchase more microtransactions. It's crazy, and people are steaming. I mean, like, this Ars Technica article that I have linked here in the Discord, I mean, the dude just goes in on it. It says loot boxes have reached a new low with Forza 7's pay to earn options. And I mean, I read a little bit through the article. It's rough.
Can I go real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick. I think we can semi-blame Blizzard for this. I think they didn't really start the loot boxes, but they made it big and they did it right. I think first, everybody's just following suit. Even games that I think are irrelevant with loot boxes or won't really work well with loot boxes. I think it's kind of ridiculous. I literally played Overwatch one time and was on with a guy for like 10 minutes, and he spent $60 in loot crates on Overwatch after purchasing the game. That's so overboard. It's ridiculous. And he got like one epic or something, if even an epic skin or something, maybe, or a voice, which would be even worse probably. I think it's kind of stupid, and it's just to entice people to waste money and for them to make more money. That's all it is. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. That's an official Lanier and Sons hot take.
You know, loot boxes, they're on their way out. I think they're on their way out. A lot of countries are starting to consider them gambling. I don't have the data right now, but it's something I heard on the street.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Like, countries are starting to take notice that these guys are enticing, minors to gamble on items with the hopes that they get what they want. That's gambling. And somebody can fight me on the street. That's gambling.
Yeah, it is.
It's gambling. And I'm telling you, these publishers, with the way that they've been exploiting, their player base as of late, Forza, freaking Shadow of War, I'm telling you, their time is coming. When you make enough fuss, people take notice. Things that nobody would have paid attention to, in past games or whatever. You keep upping the ante. You keep poking the bear. That's what's gonna happen. And
only you can prevent forest fires.
Basically. Then, anybody got anything else on Forza? Because Forza's pathetic. And it makes.
I don't think so.
I agree.
And it makes me sad because I played the demo on PC, and it was a very great racing game, but I won't buy it. I'm not buying it.
I quit playing on like PlayStation 2 racing games on PlayStation 2 with what was that popular one on PlayStation 2?
Gran Turismo.
Yeah, I quit playing on Gran Turismo because the one after I played it was trash. And then ever since then, I think they just went downhill. I don't know. But
I like racing games, but I'm kind of a casual racing game fan.
Same here.
Dude, I used to like, what was it, Rush? They had in the arcade.
Oh yeah, Rush is great.
Oh man, that was a good game, dude. Rush.
Anybody got anything add on Forza? Because we about to kill Shadow War next.
Oh,
Shadow War, man. We've already covered Shadow War in a previous video about microtransactions as a whole, but these fools decided to put orcs in loot boxes.
Yeah, they did.
Orcs in loot boxes?
They put the orcs in there, man.
You can't fit an orc in a loot. He'll die.
You can't put a car in a loot box. How you gonna get an orc out?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
This is ridiculous.
That's asinine.
This is ridiculous. In the first game, we were fighting the orcs. Now we're getting them out of boxes. UPS don't know what to do. UPS driving the truck. There's an orc in the box. They trying to deliver. They gotta leave the orc out in the sun.
The question is, do you pay for shipping or do you go with Amazon Prime to get your orcs? Because then you got to worry about cleanup because they're gonna have to defecate.
I know a guy who works for Amazon. He's saying he ain't selling no orcs. They ain't selling no orcs. You can find orcs someplace else. You ain't gonna get them from Amazon. That's for sure. You ain't gonna get them.
Yeah. No.
You ain't gonna get them.
Maybe, what about the little plastic ones for that Warhammer game or whatever? You can probably get them. I mean, not like a real live one though.
Well, at least they don't come in a box. You go to New Orleans. You go to New Orleans Zoo and find a Warhammer orc. You ain't gonna find no friggin' Shadow War loot box orc.
Next, they're gonna start delivering giraffes in the loot box. That was epic. That was hard.
So Shadow War, y'all. I linked a video where the developer just basically just buried himself trying to justify loot boxes, and let me paraphrase what this fool said, and then we'll get everybody else's take. This clown said that the loot boxes basically present different difficulty modes in the game. So basically, if you don't buy the orcs and stuff from the orcs weapons, whatever they're offering out of the loot boxes, you present yourself with a normal to hard mode. And then if you don't, if you do decide to buy the loot boxes and not put all your time or, play the game, then
Or you direct deposit into it.
your paycheck just goes to Warner Brothers.
Direct deposit.
So he goes and says, yeah, if you pay for the loot boxes, it's basically easy mode. Easy mode.
Pay to win.
Guys, what is going on with the AAA gaming industry?
It's a disease, dude, and it's spreading. And I think Blizzard was the biggest spreader of this, if that makes sense.
And Blizzard didn't even do it right.
I thought
Blizzard
they
didn't
did.
even do
I think they did it right.
Not when the majority of your boxes are trash.
Okay, well, okay. What I meant by let me disclaimer. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
What I meant by do it right is they made the most money they could off of it.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I didn't mean they did it right for the player. I mean they did it right where they lured people in enough to where people would buy them and spend the money on them. Does that make sense?
Gosh, Transact, you smart. That's exactly
exactly,
good
dude.
thing. Seal, what's your take on this?
But they always do stuff right, dude. Money wise. Sorry, go ahead, Seal.
Saucy Seal. Seal.
He might have went PP.
Probably. Tori. Tori, please give me your take on Shadow War putting orcs in the boxes and UPS got to deliver them outside and stuff.
It's too dumb. It's just too dumb. Why? Like the whole crux of your game is built around like the big feature, the big like tagline feature of this game is like, hey, sometimes the orcs build a rivalry with you and they have their own infighting and stuff. It's this whole living enemy faction. And why would you hide some of those guys in loot boxes? And more importantly, like why? Put, yeah,
why?
Like you can unlock them in normal gameplay too, which is good. Like they didn't make them a requirement. But then why? Like what's the point of buying them in the first place?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Why?
It doesn't make sense.
It don't make sense.
Why would you?
Why?
It makes sense. Why?
Why? Can somebody tell me why?
Hey, DeMarcus.
I'm about to Google why.
Can I just chime in for a minute, DeMarcus?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Tell me why.
Why? that's my take on it.
Yeah, why?
Tori.
Loot boxes are dumb already, and these are the dumbest loot boxes I've ever seen. There's no point.
Yeah.
No point.
Like it gets, when it was cosmetics, it was fine.
Okay,
But when
speaking of cosmetics, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I could play devil's advocate.
No, he did.
Why?
I could play devil's advocate for cosmetic item loot boxes. If people want to gamble on clothes and junk, then they can do that. But they're starting to they're starting to go to the next level. Like, let's go and put weapons. Let's go and put stats. Let's put orcs.
Like you get your loot crate, then you roll for how powerful your orc is. Oh, and breaking news! So I did a little bit of Google research just now, and they're gonna have loincloths, like special loincloths for the orcs. So special loincloths. Why?
You've got to be making that up.
I did. Sorry.
I was hoping.
DeMarcus over here googling hard, like loincloth.
I almost burnt my keyboard up trying to Google it.
Mhm.
Jesus, dude.
My head almost burst into flames.
Yeah, better sandals.
What's everybody's prediction for how this is gonna turn out? Because you gotta understand that this year, when it comes down to like the mid-range game, like Cuphead, Hellblade, we're talking indie games that aren't quite indie but are kind of in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? Divinity. You know, Divinity Original Sin 2 that released at $45. And I ain't heard not a lick about a microtransaction from anybody. You know?
Yeah. I think that people are gonna because of the popularity of the game and the story and the history of that whole thing is people are gonna buy it. That's what I predict. I think that it might be a turning point, but I think that there's gonna be a lot of people still buying it no matter what.
I think that they won't sell. I think that they won't sell as much as they would have.
I'm not gonna buy it for sure. Yeah,
I don't think they would have sold as much as they would have. And let me tell you something: when the consumer talks, when they show their discontent, you know, a majority of the time things change. Like, do y'all? I think we talked about this in another video. Y'all remember the online passes for used games, right? Back in the PS3, 360 era.
Yeah.
Where's that at now? It's gone because people were like, "Yeah, this trash."
Yeah.
You know.
It's kind of like opening up a Harry Potter park in Disney World. You know, it's going to pull a bunch of people in at first, but then people are going to get tired of Harry Potter. Don't get me wrong, Harry Potter's awesome. I like Harry Potter, but it's not going to last forever.
Seal, are you back?
Hey, we need to check on him, dude. Send him a CPR.
Send him a CPR. We'll do that.
CPR.
What's your prediction, Tori? What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. I hope there's some blowback over this. I hope I hope in the cases of all these games, like the microtransactions and stuff, that don't make a profit. So that way, the various game companies, you know, Take-Ten, 2K, and Warner Brothers don't feel vindicated in including them in the first place. I don't want the games themselves to fail, because Forza is a great series. The NBA 2K games are like some of the best sports games that come out every year, save for this year, with the microtransactions. And I mean, you know, Shadow of War is really a highly anticipated sequel to a game that kind of came out of nowhere and kicked ass a few years ago. I want to see them do well, but I don't want to see them do well like this. I want their microtransactions to fail. I don't want the games themselves to fail, and I'm kind of torn because the microtransactions seem really tied into all three of these games. So maybe they just need to have an off year, and maybe they can come back in Shadow of War's case in a few years with another game and kick some ass.
Yeah, they need a serious. They need this one needs to hurt. This one needs to hurt. But let me tell you what we do. Let me tell you what we do have. Let me tell you what the last hope of the AAA gaming industry is for 2017. Y'all about to find out. Guess what it is?
Far Cry 12.
Guess what it is? Assassin's Creed Origins, baby!
Out of nowhere.
Assassin's Creed! Game of the year. Game of the year. Game of the year. Game of the year. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed about to come out of nowhere, guys. Tori. Listen to me. What game you think gonna be Game of the Year this year?
Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Dude, I think that Far Cry is gonna be pretty big, dude. 5.
Yeah, that's not out until February though.
It's still 2018. Are we talking about 2018 or beginning of the year or what?
Well, we're talking about best game of this year.
Oh, this year. My bad. Oh, okay.
Tori.
Yeah.
Did you just say Breath of the Wild?
I did say Breath of the Wild, yeah.
It ain't gonna be Assassin's Creed. It ain't
It's
gonna be
not gonna
Assassin's Creed Origins.
Creed. I mean,
Ain't gonna be Assassin's.
you forget too that Persona 5 came out this year.
Bro, I love Persona. I love The Legend of Zelda. If you put both of them games together, they can't beat the quality that Assassin's Creed Origins gonna be this year. It ain't gonna
Yeah,
beat
you
it.
think so?
Ain't gonna beat it, Tori. Seal. Is Seal back?
Dude, that's bad.
Oh, he disappeared.
How about this worst game of the year?
Worst game of the year?
Wait, hold on. Can I go first?
Woo. Go.
Worst game of the year. Battlefront 2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And I hope not.
Ooh. That's a bold move there, Cotton.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Oh.
Battlefront 2.
This will be our summary story, you know, to cheer us up from how terrible the AAA gaming industry is. So you're saying the worst game of this year is going to be Battlefront 2. Tori, what do you think's the worst game this year?
I haven't been keeping up with game releases this year as closely as I have in past years, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, actually, you know what? I don't think I've got one for this. I haven't been paying attention to bad games this year.
He's been at peace. He's like, I'm not gonna open that article.
Ever since I quit working at that one popular game store, whose name I will not say, because if you say it too many times, they just show up in your house and they offer you a protection plan. Ever since I stopped working there, gaming's a hobby. It's not my job anymore. So I just play stuff that I like.
That makes sense, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Proud to be American.
Well, at least I know I'm free.
I don't won't forget the man who died, who gave this game to me.
And I stand up.
Dude.
Mine's is For Honor.
Battlefront 2, dude.
For Honor, hands down,
For
worst
Honor.
game of the year.
Oh, don't tell that to my roommate.
I tell.
Oh no.
For Honor, hands down, worst game of this year.
Sorry, Alex.
Oh man,
He's sleeping and he's whispering into his ear. Sorry.
I'm really
Sorry,
worried
the
about.
child screams about.
Sorry, my boy.
I'm really worried about Syl, dude. I wonder did he like get attacked by his rabbits?
Oh no.
Dude, maybe he passed out from the loot crate talk, dude.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins game of the year. That y'all can get off that. But yeah, guys, good podcast. It was fun.
Yeah.
It hurt.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see less loot boxes in the future.
Yeah, because yeah.
What, you think Call of Duty's gonna have loot boxes?
Mm,
I mean, actually, you know what? I think they did it right, where you get the loot boxes as you play, and it's like an extra. I do like the way they did it, like in the last one they did.
I never played a Call of Duty with loot boxes.
Really? Well, okay, you get these little crates, and it'll give you like a. You know how they have
You
different.
talking about Battlefield? I know Battlefield gave you a battle crate.
No. I'm talking about when you play, as you level up and everything, you get these crates, and then you can get like special weapons. And then I like how they did how each weapon, like you can get an epic version of a weapon or a legendary of a weapon. I think that was kind of cool for Battle or Call of Duty. And you would get these crates, and it would give you armor or other things, but you didn't have to pay for them. You would get them at the end of the match or whatever, depending on what you did or whatever. I think they did it right. I think that was cool.
Well, hopefully we can steer a little bit back towards that, you know.
Yeah.
So.
Like extras, you know, you get extras in your crates. Or stuff that you would usually win in the game, you would get, you know, right ahead in a loot box or something. You don't pay for them.
Yeah.
That's fun, because it's fun. It goes from gambling to fun.
All right, Tori, you got anything else?
I think we can all agree that loot crates were done best by pirates.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any closing statements, Zach?
I think Walmart should have loot crates. When you walk into Walmart, you should get a loot crate, and you just pay $5 for it. That's about the same thing.
You
Just
open
get
up and
whatever's
say,
in there.
You can get something really trashy, like you can get like a box of Tampax or a Mountain Dew, something like that.
Honey, what'd you get out of your Walmart loot crate? I got a toilet seat and size 16 slippers.
And a bouncy ball.
"You're too big for me."
I'm a size 8, god damn it.
Pepper, you
I'm
got
gonna
any
have
closing
to-
statements?
Well, if we're going to talk about games and predictions, I honestly think, and you guys probably don't agree with me on this one, I honestly think the Washington Redskins are going to make the Super Bowl this year.
Man, loot crate right there.
It's,
Yeah, because that's the only thing that can happen in a loot crate is that kind of trick. That's the only,
Yeah,
that's the only change you get.
You get a loot crate in Forza that says the Washington Redskins are going to win the Super Bowl.
probably the boldest prediction you'll
Some-
hear all year.
Some neckbeard guy probably kills himself because it is an actual item. I'm done. That wasn't nice.
No.
He's like, no.
No.
I think you and I both have semi-neck beards, dude. So I think you got to be careful with what you say, sir.
I'm a neckbeard myself, I guess.
Well, you do have a neck beard. It's a neck beard.
Boy, when I get
Why?
my fedora and aviators, it's gonna be on, dude.
Why?
Hide your
Why?
eyes.
Why?
Why? All right, guys. That'd be it for the video. Tune in for next time.
Loot crate.
Lanier and Sons loot crate.
$20 a piece.
Lanier and Sons. Lanier and Sons. Lanier and Sons.